in the blue color, playing Kronos. He's definitely not an Atlantean player. This is what? I got the colors wrong. Oh no, let's try that again. This is not an Atlantean player, this is NoAtlantis. And on the other side, playing in the red color as Zeus. That is Trueloque. Already getting hunting dogs, of course, he's already got it. Got a nice patch of hunt in front of him and is scanning forward. Found another patch of hunt. A really big one, actually.
I am really liking this frontier for the Greek. So much food and gold.
I'm gonna reveal the map here real quick and turn on these spectator functions. We've got the Anvil of Hephaestus somewhere in the left, and in the top north we've got the toothed arrows for relics. Of course, the players will have to still find that. I'm gonna quickly talk about the map a little bit. The back town centers in the corners are actually fantastic for trades, so this is gonna be a massive 100, 120 20 gold, something like that kind of trade. And yeah, guys are finding pigs, obviously riding them back home. Will ease up things for the farm transition. What are your thoughts on like the gold mines here, though?
So far, I'm just really eyeing the frontier for the Greek player. The site is a bit unclear for me at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to be expanding here, because this is definitely a gold starving map, except the one near the back TC of NoAtlantis, right? Like that one is just such a clear win for NoAtlantis, and he can also make a pretty cheap, tiny wall right in front of that forest near the water. There's zebras and another gold mine. Yeah. So that looks like a fantastic fast Titan setup for him, in my opinion, at least.
For sure.
With like, you know, some Tartarian gate delays, stuff like that. But if Zeus can get a good underworld timing against that, you know, that can go a long way.
The map is not that close, though. Zeus can also play aggressive here. I don't think this map is actually that defensive for the Addy. It's quite good for defensive play on the Greek side, but I don't think it's that good for the Addy on the defensive side.
Yep,
but maybe I'm not seeing something that you are seeing because my map is not revealed.
Oh, it's not revealed, it's !M, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it works. Okay, it does. My hotkey doesn't work. What?
Okay.
Okay, now I see the elephants. That changes a bit.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of huts on this map, dude. Seriously, like it's kind of
let me update my vision. So now he actually has a second gold mine there as well, but it's still accessible through water, and the hunt patch is also accessible through water. It's something that I would really like to see used, that players make docks and transport ships, because water, while naturally a defensive wall, is actually not protecting you. It's a huge risk.
No, it's absolutely not, and this map is just definitely one of those where you can make use of that on the left side at least. Maybe not so much on the right side, and I'm not even sure what you'd really get out of that. But anyway, we've got an Athena H2 upgrade on the way.
And we have a temple. But
and focus.
A lot of forward builds are going straight for the TC probably.
Yeah, you know, with focus, these oracles are going to be pretty powerful. This is a little bit more strong on the extended edition, but anyway, can scoff at it even on Vubli, where the focus upgrade is not as good. It's already done, and Valor should be going down. I don't think
he's not going for it. He doesn't see the villagers.
He does not. No, he's not got any clue about it actually, and he's attacking a house, so that's definitely buying a lot of time. We see the Promethean here spawning, and we might be seeing a few more oracles, but maybe not. Guess we will see. Actually, a little interesting that Trueloque opted to not get the Jason in the Archaic Age.
No, this deconstruct was too late.
yeah, just really a moment too late. It's so unfortunate.
But at the moment, what's going to be the plan here? I don't see any production buildings for the Atlantean.
No, he's just getting a super fast second town center, so this is kind of a bait and switch.
I see. It's still
given the
slightly
resources.
late.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the Zeus player, he's not going for the TC. He's actually... Is he afraid of the aggression?
I think he
Does
is.
he not know what's happening?
So the mind game worked out pretty much.
There's a neat trick. You can watch the score to see if someone is actually building a TC, and the Atlantean score is really suspiciously low. So he could check and realize what's going on. And now he does find the hunt, but it's way too late. He won't really do damage here.
No, even the villagers are fighting, man. Like, these oracles are so toast.
Yes.
It's not like they can heal themselves. There's absolutely no healing until you get like heroic renewal, which is not accessible at all. So these guys are pretty much dead weight, and there's nothing at home to defend. There's a more Milo. That's it.
Yeah, but for now, all the resources are in the back, so not yet too much to worry about. He has plenty of time.
Yeah,
but he will have to get something up because these units can be a threat.
Do you think that Trueloque will figure out that there's just no units here and he should be going after the villagers or something? Because he's not gonna stop the TC at this point, but he can definitely kill a citizen or something.
Killing, no. Atlantean houses are way too strong. But he can cause some idle time, which is pretty good as well. But I would really like to see him grab the front TC right now, because I don't see all-out aggression working right now.
He sure has the resources, but something's going wrong with these villagers. Look at them. They're just standing there with a full set of meat in their arms. Embracing it. Not willing to let go. Oh, man. Sometimes you're just too close to your prey.
He's going to go for around to the second TC, but there's not really much to find there.
No, it's just the brute villagers, but by that time, you know, these Atlantean units just pop out like they're made for a factory, which they are. So now that's enough to defend, really.
Yeah, reinforcements are flooding in, but he's kind of put on a timer right now because Atlantean's economy is just going to skyrocket right now. It's going to get better and better, and he has to do something before it gets too strong. But there's still the temple on the bottom side. I'm really curious if he's going to do something with it. He could technically make a few Prometheans and be sneaky about raids with it. Would be funny to see.
That is true. And yeah, like you pointed out a while ago that, you know, Trueloque needs to get a town center. He does have the resources for it, so we're starting to get to a point where it's a little confusing as to why he's not doing it.
I mean,
mostly it's the
he
food.
Might be prepping up for one all-in push to try and end the game with it.
You know what it is? He's gotten husbandry, and the villagers aren't putting out enough resources to maintain the production cycles. So his villagers are stuck, the cavalry is stuck, the hoplites are stuck. The villagers carrying all the resources that he needs.
Yeah, it looks like a very calm game right now, but his army is still quite sizable already, and with Restoration he can certainly win a fight.
That is the scary part.
Can he do enough damage with it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of more Mermillo heroes coming in, but these Carabalista dudes, they're ripping the hoplites to shreds. If they fight, no, if they do this...
I would really like to see a tower upgrade come in for blue, honestly. Because at this point, he's ahead in economy so much, he just needs to stay alive. So a tower upgrade to just give him that little extra bit of defense would be really nice right now.
Yeah, dude, he's got 15 citizens, and at this point in the game, they're still like, you know, almost 3 times as good as the Greek ones. So that's actually like a 33% advantage right now.
But it looks like the Atti's also kind of looking for a fight now. He's confident.
Yeah, he seems like he can take this, but against Restoration, I don't know. Oh, there's a restoration, and suddenly no Greek units are dying, whereas the Chiropolists are being ripped apart. Holy. Population dropping really rapidly, almost matched now, these two guys are. And
Yeah,
Minotaur
this
has been
is
taking so much.
Not looking good.
No. But at the same time, Atlantean can kind of repop pretty rapidly, and the Greek army is no longer that big that it's threatening, so
Yeah.
any of these new units should be enough to hold off, and that big economy behind this still exists. Still have a town center for our Greek player, just carrying on with his business as usual.
I'm surprised that Atlantis has not actually tried to go for the elephant yet at all. He's on his last 3 pigs, and after that he will have to make farms. And there's so much food he could use. It's really going to hurt him soon, because now that he lost a lot of units, he needs to reproduce fast, and hunting is still the fastest source of income, and now he's actually going for the second to see where his 3 farms are. So that is not very pleasant to see for him.
No, but he might be able to defend it. Like, there's 4 citizens now repairing, and the army is coming in, so I think this is more than fine. Like you said, it's really unfortunate that he's not hunting, but luckily for NoAtlantis, actually Trueloque is doing the same thing. Even though he has zebras and, you know, he hasn't scattered several things, there's a bunch of gazelles. He's even seen a bunch of hippos. I don't want to say the full name because I'll stutter.
There's some reinforcements flooding in now, but this attack is not looking like it's going to have any bright future. He's getting some pigs at the front, killing a Chiropolista and another one probably. But
what I think is, if these group up, that could be a little bit scary, as obviously, you know, Atlantis has now transitioned to a forward gold mine, and you know, he's time shifting in manner. Hey,
Finally.
he found them. Nice.
I mean, he saw them a long time ago. But I also really like to see that he is teleporting his manors. Always good to do that.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap as well. Like, what is it? Is it still 5 wood?
I am not sure, but it used to be, and I don't think they changed it.
I don't think they changed it.
As far as I remember, they only reduced the cost, as in
for the
teleporting
towers.
Towers and fortresses became a lot cheaper.
Right, right. So it should still be 5, which is a no-brainer, really.
They're both maxed again, so what are they going to try here? Are they... None of them are advancing yet, but they're also not even close to advancing.
Ah, they're running right into each other, no one attacking. Oh no. Trueloque gets a really good connection though with the Hippicons on the Chiropolista, kind of getting a surround, picking off so many. That's all the Chiropolistas basically gone if he macros this correctly. What is going on?
This was
going
really
ahead to block.
good for Trueloque.
Yeah, great little micro movements there. But he breaks off. No, seriously? One
He's
more
going
hit
for a
each.
CC.
Finally.
Yes. If he can get some good trades, he can still catch up easily. I mean, at the end of the day, economy advantage is just resources. If you trade well, you can come back. But,
Very true.
This fight is not going to go well at all.
I'm having trouble seeing who's winning, actually. It's pretty even, but the mutual destruction is probably still not very favorable for Trueloque, but he is stockpiling a bunch of resources, so if he adds a bunch of military academies, I think he can remax pretty fast. Okay, he actually does end up losing all the Hippicons because he hasn't been moving them around.
The thing is, he fought this earlier with restoration and still lost.
Right.
So this time he fought the same battle again, but without restoration, on the reproduction of the Atlantean, and that was just not much hope. I mean, the fight was quite even at the start, and it looked potentially promising, but his economy is behind. He can't take those trades. He needs a really good fight. He needs to win it with very high KD.
Yeah, to be fair, this town center will be a pretty good anchor point, but the villagers will have to move out of the way.
And now he's looking for resources. I guess he's going back for the zebras? Or the gold mine?
He must be interested in the zebras, yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's
for
got
sure.
the other big gold mine.
He actually still has 2 hippos in his base, completely untouched.
He's serious, yeah. They're right
Yes.
there. What the hell? How did that
He's
happen?
already on farms, but he just completely did not go for his hippos.
Oh my god.
But 30C started for the Atlantean player as well right now. So we might also see... Oh, we are already seeing Heroic. Atlantean going up to Rhea first.
Ooh, that could be really hot. Like, if...
Yeah, Trueloque right now is on 90 population and he is on 0 food.
That's
He
right.
is
If the food
nowhere
stays
close.
this low, there is absolutely no way to defend an attack of like 5 behemoths or something crazy like that. And let me tell you, NoAtlantis is 100 favor. He can definitely do something like that. Oh, so
Yeah.
speaking of Raya, I just realized that earlier I was mentioning something about the Tartarian gate attack. Well, that won't be happening. He's Kronos, lol.
Yeah, but Implosion is really strong.
Implode is still pretty good.
It is probably one of my favorite god powers in the game. It just looks so cool. But I hate playing against it. And there goes a behemoth. The temple has been here for over 10 minutes. Finally did something, and now it's gonna die.
Well, still gonna get the Heart of the Titans out, that's nice. But yeah, now it will have to be remade. Definitely worth it to invest into some behemoths, but that was unfortunate that he actually didn't shift that back. You know, the initial behemoths loss, that could have been a lot better if he had 4 ready to go. Trueloque getting signal fire so he can see the units that are destroying him a bit better. That's actually a pretty good set of pickoffs. He's killed like 4 Murmillo, 3 Cairo Ballista. I like it. And yeah, even the rest of the Murmillo are gonna have trouble escaping as the Hoplites are faster than them. The Hippicons are much faster than them. But Trueloque does let it go. Well, he did
I
add
actually
a
did
ton
check
of
something
production.
really quick because there's an alarm in my house for some reason.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yikes.
Hope it's nothing serious. So while Kiyomaku is playing Red Alert, NoAtlantis is going Atlas, and we will be seeing that implode. I actually was getting a little hyped about the potential for vortexes and, you know, upgraded fire siphons and Heka Giants doing their buck attacks, which are really good. But at the same time, having a game-ending god power and a direct counter to Colossus can't be ignored really. So, you know, there's definitely nothing that NoAtlantis is doing wrong with that. I do wonder whether he should be getting fortified town centers though. He's so close. He'll probably upgrade that. Oh, he's getting heavy infantry instead, that's why. Anyway, the gold should be coming in a moment. He's expired the other gold mine. Transition is a little late, but it's gonna be fine. As long as he runs around and gets a good implode here in the front TC area. Then again, that's a lot of buildings, and I think there's a pretty high chance that the buildings will just soak the damage from the implode, but as long as there's fire siphons coming out, should be able to clean it up. Apollo, I think will finish, no problem. Oh, Behemoth causing quite a bit of damage. Oh, right there in the middle of the units. I don't think Trueloque has a chance to escape. Did you guys know that, by the way, garrison units get sucked out of buildings by this thing? It's crazy. Oh, the units did run not out of range. They did not run out of range. I thought they did, but he's running them back in. What the hell, Trueloque? No, that's gonna be a big boom. Okay, Boomer.
Back. I am sorry about that.
He actually destroyed his own palace with.
Yeah, I just saw it.
I'm dying. No way.
Oh, this game is looking very close to over.
Traitor on the Manticore. It's just nailing the coffin, honestly. Like, all the units of Trueloque have died, dude. This is actually horrible. This Arcus fighting against the medium Hippospist, and Trueloque just taps out right there. that is gonna be 1-0.
Game number 1 done. So, now Trueloque gets the pick. What do you think?
I'm not sure, but I would definitely want him to pick a more defensive map than this. Like something Alfheimi, I guess. That's probably the easiest thing for Zeus because you can wall off so easily, but at the same time, it's harder to attack too. So, I don't know. It's just, in my personal opinion, something that he could be going for.
Wouldn't you think he wants a more aggressive map?
Maybe. I mean, he could go for a Tundra. He's never gonna run out of food there. Trueloque is playing in the blue now. Still Zeus. And on the other side, in the red, NoAtlantis. Playing as Kronos. So yeah, I have no idea why they vetoed the last game. Trueloque did, but
yeah,
I didn't quite get to see it. Did you?
Didn't he have 2 gold mines in his base?
Oh, he didn't. He wants some kind of gold star play because you can't wall
Yeah,
this
now
map
it's a
and
single gold
SimCity.
mine, so maybe he thought that it would be. He just wanted another coin flip, basically.
Right. That makes a lot of sense because yeah, Atlantean. If you get a second gold mine in the main, then it's just really hard to contest that. That's where all the production is. That's where all the units are coming out. Very, very difficult to attack into a defensive position like that. Well, I'll reveal the map here and we'll take a look around. So obviously, Frozen Waste is going to do Frozen Waste things. Yeah, we're seeing other gold mines on the bottom side of the map concentrated. The top one has 1 each. It doesn't always have 2 on the top side, right? There's always one side with just 1 mine. Or is that sometimes 2? I actually forget.
Right now, I'm just curious what he's going to do with this. I'm, again, looking at the TCs and the options that he has in terms of strategies. And, again, we have a TC with lots of food and gold, but this time it's actually for the Addy. And Trueloque, on the other hand, does not have one.
Right.
So, this time... No, wait. The colors also messed me up, fuck. It's again Trueloque having a good TC for booming, and again, the Addy player. But his starting gold mine is maybe a threat this time around. It's not very close to the TC, and
Oh.
the backside cannot be walled, it's going to be open the entire time, so there is potential for quite a bit of raids, and there is no good food outside of the second TC food. So unless he takes the TC, he's not really going to be having any outside food at all.
That's very true, actually. It's so difficult to get the Varus secured just out in the open like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've got a Prometheus age up.
But if he does get the TC, he's going to have a lot of food there secured as well, so that's very high benefit.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually curious. Will this Oracle, once at full vision, have sight of that temple? It's gonna be really close, and you know, if he can get a well-timed deconstruct on that thing, then he can deny the Minotaur. He can do the forward shift again. Maybe
Last
make an
time he
extra
missed
Oracle.
it, but maybe this time he's going to do it earlier to adjust to it.
Oh, dude, I
There's
think it's
no
just
real
gonna be
need
outside of range.
to wait with it.
I think it's out of range just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like so
But
close.
he's going for the Varus now.
Oh, yeah. It's a good choice.
Uh,
But the Oracle's already there, and there's
can
a forward
fight them
temple.
off.
There's an
It's
extra
just-
Oracle and Focus coming in, so...
but yeah, the Promethean will drive him away. The Oracles alone are not strong enough. You can just fight them with villages. Like, villages in this game are actually very strong.
Yeah.
They can fight off quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is not Age of Empires 2, so...
Yes.
A
or
very, very
StarCraft.
different feeling. Oh, nor StarCraft.
Yeah, in StarCraft, your EQ units die when they get sneezed at.
Yeah.
But
one
there's
one
the
thing we
Minotaur
also do
and the
have,
hero.
though... Sorry?
Minotaur and Hero coming to defend.
Mm-hmm.
And no deconstruct at all, but there's a time shift.
What?
Kronos is going to commit.
That was a little bit of a glitch when the Minotaur launched the Promethean onto the stone, and actually for a moment the offspring didn't spawn correctly, and then they appeared out of thin air. So,
I didn't see it. I was watching.
I have never seen that before, but I guess you learn something new every day. What the hell was that? There are some turba being made in the back though, and like you said, that gold mine is exposed. Without the sentry tower upgrade or without substantial units to defend, this is a problem.
But at the same time, Atlantis has been targeting this front tower that is actually not very impactful. Because the towers, if he wants to like pressure the gold, he wants to take care of the back towers, not the front tower.
Well,
This
in
front
my
tower-
opinion, this is a distraction, Kiyomaku. Like, there is a military barracks being shifted on the other side, the Prometheans
Oh.
are smacking up the vills, and the tower is gonna get picked off anyway. And now those oracles are freed up to do other business. Meanwhile, also the Terma are hitting, and the military academy gets deconstructed, so no hoplites for you, American Pie.
Oh. This is looking very rough for Trueloque right now.
That was a great move, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen what happens now with the Minotaur Promethean interaction. So the offspring spawn directly where the Promethean dies. Dude, this Minotaur has slain 2 Prometheans. That is value right there.
But now he falls. But Atlantis has done some serious damage to Trueloque here. He has been off gold for a long time now, for minutes. He's only on food. What are his resources like? He has 100 food, 100 wood, and 90 gold, so he's quite low on everything, and he can't really make units with it. He has to secure gold with what he has right now. But fortunately for him, the units are currently on the wrong side, so they're not attacking gold yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's shifting back. No, he's just moving it a little bit back, not all the way. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
the
also
hoplites
very
would have
good.
killed that, so definitely a good move.
Yeah,
And this
I
is
agree.
also protected by the army.
And I also really like that he's just pulling it back slightly, because this attack should keep going.
Yeah, and if Atlantis can just keep making units, like, how are you gonna ever leave that base? You're not gonna be able to get the
No.
berries, you're not gonna be able to get hunt, you're not gonna be able to get a TC, you have to farm, which is
Yeah.
extremely expensive.
Right now, Trueloque really needs to secure this gold, but it's going to be so difficult to do it, if not impossible.
Do you
But
think the
villages are
map
still
pick just...
strong.
Do you think the map pick just doesn't work?
What do you mean?
Do you think the map pick just doesn't work for, like, Greek? Because, I don't know, this seems really rough to me, honestly. Clothes can be all over the place, and if you got one gold
I
mine
don't
only...
think it's less the map, it's more that he did not advance early enough and he did not secure his map well enough. So
Okay, so you need an earlier advance, maybe with a Jason
yeah, if you
out,
want to
something
play
like that.
aggressive, then you have to put the pressure on your opponent. And if you realize that you don't have the map for it, or that your opponent is going to play aggressive on you, you have to take the preparations. But he did not do that. He left his map completely exposed, no walls, so he's getting into trouble. And now his woodline is going to get raided again. This is a lot of idle time, so many villagers just walking around and now they're just standing there. Honestly, something I would have tried here, and I'm really glad that he's starting to fight with his villagers a bit, is when he committed to the fight at the gold mine, I really would have liked him to see his villagers sneak around the back and wall the units in. If he can manage to trap them with buildings, then he can just clean up everything and make a comeback from there.
By the
That's
way,
one of his chances.
the citizen number behind this is actually not that crazy. I think a few macro cycles might have been missed here. It's already 9 minutes and it's only
You're
12
right.
citizens. What? That doesn't add up. What's the training time?
30 seconds or
35,
35
right?
seconds per citizen, so there should have been a lot more than this.
Yeah, I don't want to do.
He's probably
macro
been
stream, but
overqueuing Murmillos, which have been taking priority over the citizens itself.
they must have. Like
Yeah.
last game, I know it was a 2DC build, but still, that doesn't seem right to me.
So there's actually a chance because his economy is not as strong as it could be. And he has gotten some units together. It's not much, but it's something, and together with his villagers, he can win these fights.
Yeah, and all the deconstructs are actually just going down on the production buildings, so I am not sure that that's very good value.
Which
He wants to go for
ironically
the
does not
quick kill.
hurt him because... actually, now that I'm seeing the resources, Trueloque is saving up really hard. He wants to go heroic.
Can he though? He doesn't even
yes.
have the wood for an armory.
That is so unfortunate. Like, he saved up all the way. I was gonna say, deconstructing the production does not really matter much because he probably doesn't have the resources to make anything anyways. But now that I see the resources, he does.
No! No, he's just got it from the straggler turn. He's making a stable. Trueloque, no.
Why? What is he doing? What? I am so confused. Is he not trying to go heroic?
I thought he was. I
yeah,
don't know.
me too. He has the perfect 800, 500. What?
It's like,
I am so confused.
you're right though, like if he did do that, Manticores might save the situation. We're seeing a bunch of Catapulties now, but they're ending up fighting hoplites, which is absolutely terrible. So, again, a nice little win for Trueloque here, but is it enough still? I mean, there's actually been some Hibicon chasing down a bunch of Murmillo, and they've killed 4 of them for only 1 loss. That is great.
This is a very surprising turnout. And Trueloque is spending all his resources, so he is getting further and further from heroic. He is not going to advance anytime soon anymore, I think.
No,
He's not even gathering food anymore at all. So
this did get
now he's
mismanaged a
gonna start to
little.
make farms.
By the way, sick relic, scare pendant. Are you kidding me? Like that is.
Where is it? I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
That is going to be so nice. Like, he's already playing aggressive, and just imagine he picks up the relic and then goes for heroic with behemoths. That could actually be really nice.
Yeah, and you also can't really discount it when it's like for fire siphons and stuff. Might even be worth it to go Helios with that.
And Bolt is already used up. Like last time he was able to bolt the behemoth, but this time he can't. So
What did he bolt again?
a behemoth last time.
I mean this time.
I don't remember actually.
I actually don't remember. Yeah.
It was probably a Promethean. I mean, what else are you going to bolt in this matchup early?
No idea. I guess we gotta get good and pay attention next time. Oh, that's a citizen pickoff actually.
Oh,
Very
that's
nice.
really nice. And these Hippicons are actually super weak on their HP. They're just gonna fall instantly.
Yeah.
But they got really good value. Like, this citizen pick is really nice because he's already low on citizens.
Okay,
And
saving
there's
the last
also a
two, please.
trade in the base going. A lot of units dying. Only 3 Hippicons left and very unhealthy hoplites.
He's kind of generating value again and again and again, but with NoAtlantis having the map to this degree, controlling all the gold mines, like you can see that he's got vision all around the map to just make sure that Trueloque doesn't get out easily.
Atlantis surely has full map control right now, but it's actually not that good for him right now anymore, I think, because like Trueloque does not have that much right now, but has he really lost villages?
very minimal amounts actually.
Yeah,
he's already
so
on
if you compare
33.
that to what he hasn't produced at all, the economy is actually not that bad for Trueloque at all.
I think
The
he's
only
lost...
worry that I have is his starting gold mine is almost empty.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the moving out is going to be a huge problem. But regarding the villagers, I do think he lost more to idle time than he did to NoAtlantis, which is, again, not great news, but understandable because he hasn't had any access to his food. By the way, his granary on 1 HP, just one tap it with a Terma. So funny.
But yeah, so far he's completely controlling the map. He does not have vision on the bottom gold mine anymore, but he's going to check it right now. He is aware. He knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, more goats actually coming through. Trueloque does have a lot of goals on the outside, so that
yeah,
could
I
be
love that.
pretty nice for him. I think this might be a good time to sneak for a second town center. I mean, there's no vision there. There's some citizens, but no vision. Heroic Age
and now
really
his
far
gold is
away
empty.
from...
How much does he have left? He's on 500 gold exactly. So...
Uh-oh.
If you think back to the moment where he could have gone heroic, he would have been able to build a market and trade resources.
Oh,
now, if he
that's
spends
right.
any gold at all, he's gonna be completely locked out of heroic.
You're completely right. I mean, that could have allowed him to get a second town center with the traded resources, that is, and maybe even a fortress.
Is potentially the last fight of this game. He's going to gold with a lot of villages and a lot of units, so if he loses this fight, it's going to be over for him. But it's hoplites against catapulties.
If he pulls the boys and the girls into the fight, that might actually help a lot. And there's restoration as well coming in. There's a numerical advantage still for NoAtlantis, but is the quality there? I am not so sure. I think he's getting beaten back, at least this time around. And meanwhile, a lot of villagers are getting from the gold mine. He's gonna make sure that the settlement comes up.
Yeah. This TC is going to go up.
That was a great fight, dude. Sick.
And with his TC, his gold just got a lot safer. Of course, you can go from the bottom side because frozen wastes, but still, it's going to be much safer for him. He has something to work with. But
And
look at the top. Look at what Atlantis is doing, and he's heroic now.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So we're focused on the fight, but meanwhile, behemoths. So, yeah, he's shifting the temple forward, and once he unlocks some extra population and favor as well. Wait, he's got no favor. There's no behemoths. It's not gonna be for a very long time. He'll have to make a palace and make do with that.
On the right side, Atlantis is behind the population by 30, I think. It's 115 to 90. So
I don't
quite a
know.
bit to catch up, though.
I don't know, Kiyomaku, are you ready for the greatest comeback of all time?
The hoplites are sure ready for it. They are moving.
Dude, the citizens are fighting there.
And he knows exactly where he's going. And the mana is not going to protect against hoplites.
No,
not at all.
You need really good manners here to...
Don't go for the mana,
this.
go for the... Surround them, surround citizens. I want to see that.
By the way, little trick to help with surrounds. If a unit is running away from you and you trigger either box or spread formation, you're very likely to encase them completely.
Oh, this is pain. The comeback is happening.
He's not gonna need that
so
kind of trick though. It does look like a lot of these citizens are dead as it is. Oh my.
How many dead citizens were there? Like 5, 6? How many died?
It's definitely 6 now.
Yeah, oh. He lost so much. How much does he have left? He's down to 16 citizens.
Yeah, but he's going Atlas. And as we've seen in the last game, Atlas can do similar amounts of economic damage and kill an entire army if it's not highly upgraded. So, yeah, that could be a problem, but I'm going after that main TC as well. With the hoplites, they have medium upgrades. So,
can you see which TC is upgrading it? Is this the one where he's going up?
No, it's the other one.
Okay, that is very good for him, because if this was the TC where he was advancing, it would have just been over, but maybe it already is over anyways. Like, look at this damage. This is
that's even more. The heroes are joining, so even the Prometheus can't help. There's just a bunch of Arcas, honestly. Dude, two
Like his
more
entire
citizens?
economy is here.
Three?
Every single citizen. He has one citizen at the top side. Only a single citizen.
He can't even run away. Like wherever he's going, there's gonna be hoplites on him. The hoplites
Is he going to implode his own base?
He is! He's gonna pull in his own citizens and blow up the manors easily. Dude, I think
his
his
citizens
own
are
units will
getting
die.
sucked in. I have never seen this before, honestly. I've never seen an anti implode their own base before. I think this might be it.
When things look bad, don't get mad, because you can still kill yourself. Holy shit. That's all the citizens got, only 3 of them popped out.
What is this game?
He lost 7 additional citizens to that.
He has 10 left now. I can see 4 on the gold mine, 2 on the top gold mine, so he has 6 on gold, and he's sending everything to the gold mine. This is everything he has left. He is super low on resources. He has nothing, and Trueloque is on thousand. He can go straight mythic. He has everything. He just needs to rebuild army. Like he's
he
low
went
population,
Hydra?
but that's it.
He's got a Hydra. He went Dionysus.
Oh,
What?
that
I am
might actually
confused.
hurt him because after that much damage, surely.
Dude, you just underworld into their base and forced up a fortress. Like, what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah, you could have controlled whatever was left with the underworld.
And now he's
And
gonna
now-
take the Hydra.
Straight on the Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
This TC is not going down, I think, actually.
Just about not. Jason helping out along with the TC fire. 1 million villagers pulled into repairing, and there's 72 villagers for Trueloque, so his economy is completely out of control now. There's no way to come back against us with freaking 12 citizens. He can't even afford to make the food units, to be honest.
Yeah, this is as over as it gets. There's no economy left for Atlantis. He actually has a lot of gold, but what is he going to do with it?
He can make Argus. That's it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the favor. This is
No.
Trueloque is rich right now. He has everything.
He's even getting a market in the corner, getting side builds going.
Yeah.
Could steal.
All
a town
he can
center
dream
if he
about is
wants.
getting a 30C.
Yeah. Can get fortresses, can get Helipolis, can get Mythic. Whatever he wants to do, the world is his oyster.
What a game, actually.
Like, what the hell?
Trueloque looked dead.
He really looks
There it
super
is.
dead.
What a game.
Wow. He actually came back. That's sick. You don't see this often. Ever? Really? And we just got it in our first tournament. Okay. That's fine. Well, let's get some stats. What just happened? 134 kills for Trueloque. That definitely played no small part in this. Killed 6 buildings as well. And yeah, he didn't have to make as many units, obviously. Never had to get to Mythic. And honestly, just spammed hoplites. Press that hoplite button real good.
So what's going to happen next?
I don't know,
We've seen-
NoAtlantis is gonna pick a map. And we'll
Yeah.
see. You know what I would do? I would pick some low hunt stuff and just really pressure hard. Because NoAtlantis seems really good at pressure. I want to see some more of that.
Sure. It was surprising that he wasn't able to close it out. He had such a huge lead.
NoAtlantis is still in the blue. And he's still playing Kronos, but only has one veto left actually. And on the other side, we got a Zeus player, Trueloque.
But this is the final veto. Nothing left for him.
Well, for Trueloque at least. NoAtlantis still
Yes.
has one, so we might see it. Hopefully not, as we pray to the RN Jesus, but...
Huh. This gold mine for Trueloque is interesting. It's so exposed, yet behind a forest, but it's so far from his base that it's actually super unsafe.
Cairo Ballista
If he can
behind
take
that
out
can
this
reach
tower.
the villagers. It's really tough actually, but he can't veto, so he's got to deal
Yeah.
with it. He didn't roll the dice correctly, I guess. It just happens. This is just AOM things.
The bright side for him is outside 6k gold mine on the second TC is actually quite interesting. It's you could say on the opposite side of his main base gold mine. So if he manages to just grab this TC and make a few walls, he can try to get some gold from here. There is an alternative, but at the same time, the gold mine for the Atlantean player is also forward. Like there's always the option of playing really, really aggressive when you having the bad map, because he can't attack you if you're attacking him. That's like always interesting way to deal with spawns like these.
True. Quick question. Do you think the relics would be worth picking up as Kronos as opposed to, like, you know, harassing? So it would be your first move. You'd get all 4 relics, but you only attack
No.
after that with the oracles.
Let me see. I've checked. No, I've checked all 4 relics. They are all bad.
Even the arrows of Althar.
Areas of Alpha, I would pick it up, but I wouldn't drop it. I would just secure it so that Turret doesn't get it.
Right.
Because it's going to be a very helpful defensive relic. So it's not really going to help his attack. It's just you're just taking it so that your opponent doesn't have it. Pretty much. And you can just drop it wherever. Just don't deliver it to the enemy temple. Like I've seen this many times where an oracle picks up a relic, and they're just literally taking it with them to harass the enemy, and then you just die. But what are we going to see here?
Well, so
Temple is
far there's
completed.
no forward temple, but Prometheus is starting.
Yes.
Definitely should forward that as soon as possible so that he doesn't get Promethean at home, so that he has time to finish focus as well.
I would expect the temple to be around his right side oracle.
Oh, he's just moving it, so that's not happening.
Yeah, I don't like that though, because now he doesn't have vision for the temple spot anymore. He's going for the bottom.
He
He
could
wants
use
to
the
keep
forest
vision
as
on the
cover.
TC. But the reason why I don't like it is because it's so far
Oh.
away from the gold mine.
Yeah, he's
And-
got some straggler towers here, obviously, to pick off.
Yes, but it's what I said about the frozen waste map. It's the same logic here, that a tower is only as useful as the area that it guards, and the most important tower is the one at his gold mine right now. That's the valuable tower. You could say that the bottom tower is also valuable because it protects the woodline, but not nearly as important as the top tower.
Well, anyway, there comes the Valor. And
Yep.
I guess he wants to knock the villagers off of Hunt. That's an easy, quick win. Why not? And going after the gold tower, after all. It's just that that temple is a little bit far away, but honestly, it's not a huge deal if he gets the counter barracks here. And where are these
And
villagers
just
really gonna
now-
go? Because there's no back gold mine anywhere.
Hermes queued up just now. He's really late.
Very late. That's gonna be 5
Yeah.
minutes, 22.
And now, 2 towers are going to go down. And unfortunately for Trueloque, one of his key towers is getting destroyed. He really needs to wall his bottom tower.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a Jason even, so... I'm not even sure what the next plan is, because there's not that many cows this time around. The chickens are almost gone. There's like one berry bush left, doesn't matter.
To be fair, he's going Hemis, so all he needs is wood and favor. And
Right.
just a little bit of food for villagers. And
Don't-
he can
but don't you
maybe make
think
something
that-
happen.
Don't you think that, like, there's already enough units for our Kronos player to really deal with the centaurs? Like, they're gonna be so late, and oh my god, it's getting deconstructed, holy crap!
And this one was in time, so...
Oh! Right.
Oh
do
no, the
forget that.
centaur is coming out. It was too...
Was just too slow.
I was gonna say it was in time, but no, the deconstruction did not complete in time.
No, I was thinking it would, but, you
Hmm.
know, just a few seconds, really.
Yeah.
Man, that
And
is so
temple
unlucky.
being rebuilt.
You do get refunded the temple, so, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the idle villager time.
Yes.
That is so unlucky for Atlantis, but at the same time, he's done so much damage already, so...
Yeah, and in this position, I would really like to see him shift a building onto his, onto the gold mine, so that he
Sure.
has always clear vision on it.
Gonna pick off that Jason.
And there goes a bolt on a Toma. And a strong raid incoming. He's gonna
Yes.
jump into the tower, but still, these villagers are getting hurt.
The boars are too fierce.
But villagers are fearless, and they're actually killing a lot of these units.
Sure.
And Atlantis forced to retreat.
Two armor heroes getting picked off, and Centaur is now upgraded with Sylvan Lore. Another Oracle getting picked off, and the next one actually is probably like 2 shots away from dying, so... Yeah, it's pretty nice for
Oh.
Trueloque. Oh, Odysseus can't aim to save his life.
What is happening behind this? We are having 10 citizens for 11 citizens for Atlantis, which looks much better than last time. So, his economy is looking good, and he's gonna build an economic guild right now, so he's going to invest in the economy very soon. You might even see a TC. He doesn't have the resources for it yet, but he has the wood. He just needs to save up a little bit of gold. Or he might just commit to an all-out attack. We will see. But the centers are definitely amassing, and they're starting to pick up units more and more.
Yeah, of course, NoAtlantis could consider to just upgrade units into heroes directly without Valor, but that is going to be expensive, so... That's definitely
Yeah,
a consideration. Oh,
Atlantis-
trapping them like that, though, that would have been nice if one of them was a hero.
Yeah, that would have been a really nice move. But now the counterattack is starting.
Yeah, the animation
Toma
does take like 2
misses.
seconds.
The hero Tema misses. Oh, that's actually good macro right there. The Murmillos were they were starting their attack animation, but they did not get it through. But one actually dies. The low HP one gets finished.
Yeah, obviously these guys are 6.5 speed, so they'll be dodging any of the shots once they reach their maximum. And there are a lot of units here,
Oh.
so I don't think they really can do much work here, man.
Yeah,
You
the manas
need-
are well placed. There's always something to jump into, so the Ati is really safe right now. But the Murmillo gets picked off, so that is something. And he's gonna force some idle time. Never underestimate idle time. It's very valuable. Oh, the heroes are hitting the centaurs. This damage
Got a
is
gap?
accumulating.
Oh,
And
that's a
it's-
gap.
Yeah, imagine that that wasn't one.
Oh, getting out of there would have been actually really difficult.
Yeah, and Atlantis is going for a counter raid. The Murmillos and Tummers are coming in.
Getting on top of that gold mine would be really, really nice, because as long as you only have centaurs, you really can't do fights.
Yeah, but at the same time, Trueloque is building a second TC. He's gonna probably try to go for the back gold mine. I mean, second gold mine. It's not really a back mine. And the centaurs are trying to deal some damage, but he really needs to be careful. It's all he has. And some micro here.
I'm actually
That's-
kind of impressed with how much value they're generating. That's definitely a
Yeah.
good micro right there. The heroes just weren't in place.
And now they're gonna go back to his base. He's just gonna lure him around. And the temple is forced to retreat as well. Where does he send it? To the middle, okay.
Oh!
And still good micro with the centaurs. Gets another Turma. Just has to get out now.
Yes, too many heroes here, definitely not worth risking it. You know, sometimes you try to do the dodging micro, but actually there's an acceleration factor involved, and if the centaur is not fast enough, then they'll get hit and randomly die.
The Kronos really has a sizable army right now, but he's being lured around. His army is not doing anything right now. Can Trueloque distract Atlantis long enough?
Well, we're seeing some really good garrisons, and this is only hit point damage and minimal idle time. Like, these units pop out really, really fast. And NoAtlantis definitely is not struggling for resources, although he is housed, so that's definitely not great. Manor will have to come in soon if he wants to keep growing his army. Maybe a second town center wouldn't be the worst. Towers are being upgraded with crenellations, so at least they'll be able to hit the centaurs now. Once that is done.
The first gold mine is actually about to be emptied by the Atlantean player. He does have 700 gold saved up, but he will have to move to an outside mine soon.
And there goes the first citizen kill, actually.
Yep, first blood. Centaurs taking some more damage. They're really low HP, but as long as they're alive and microed well, they can live for a long, long time to come. Atlantis is actually spreading out his units to give vision quite a bit. But it's not benefiting him much at the moment.
There's still 2,000 gold in Trueloque's main base, so it's not like he needs to go anywhere. I started some farming in the back. He's getting a lot of wood. He's got actually probably too much wood and not enough food to maintain production. Actually, you can see the second TC is currently idling. Military Academy gets nuked by deconstruct.
Not a very valuable one, honestly. He should have saved that for something else.
It does open up that gold mine though, and as long as he has vision of the other gold mines, that is actually pretty good, I think. Like, as long as Trueloque can't make human units, the Atlantean
Another
army
citizen
is
dies,
safe.
by the way. And Atlantis just upgrades crenellations.
Yep.
So there's going to be some pain.
One of the centaurs
And at
is
the
a
same
5 hit
time,
points.
Atlantis trying to do some damage with his units. There's a lot of heroes here, so the centaurs have to be careful. And Trueloque going back in with the centaurs, trying to pick something up, and that citizen is gonna die.
Nice one.
That's another one down. What is the count right now? We are on 14 citizens.
Yeah, he's killed like 4 of them in the last 2 minutes, so this is pretty
14
good.
against 51 villagers. Trueloque's economy is setting up. Do you see that wood line? He has so much.
Yeah, he has way too much. Like, the main base once transferred, and now it's a little bit inefficient. He definitely wants to fix that. Maybe transfer a few to farms. That would be a pretty nice addition to his economy. Just fix up things a bit.
The thing about this situation is, he just needs to gather 300 more gold, and he can go heroic, just off of food and wood, and then make a market, so he doesn't even need the gold mines anymore at that point. He could complete fill up, but in this raid he just loses a lot of his centaurs. He's down to only 2.
Yeah, the guys on the other side are also trying to harass a little bit. Found the gold mine, so that's nice, but you know, 2 of them won't be too quick at killing citizens, and definitely could be chased off by a single hero. So that is actually one thing that NoAtlantis should do. Just, you know, pick off one Murmillo, put it on duty to chase after the centaurs, and they'll be not really able to attack for a long time.
Atlantis is still not going for a second TC. He has 1,200 and 1,400 foot in gold, but he's not advancing yet.
Which
I'm
also means his
assuming he is
population
planning to
blocked. It's not great. He's gonna lose another citizen there. Oh, what is this lag getting a little bit serious here?
The centaurs are killing the hero.
It's what they do. Super Centaurs.
Yeah, that's got to be one of my favorite things to do in this game, is when you have a critical mass of myth units that you can just attack the heroes and you just don't care.
Yeah, the reason it normally wouldn't work is because they have like a massive negative multiplier. I think it's minus 75 for Centaurs or something like that. And it's just tickling the heroes. But if you've got that many, damage is damage.
And Trueloque is going for the second gold mine. But at the exact moment that he moves to it, Atlantis is nearby. But he goes the wrong way.
No.
He's not gonna see it.
He has vision of every gold mine except this one. So that is definitely a big part of this.
But he comes back! No, he turns around.
But he doesn't. He's just messing with you at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking that he was gonna engage the army of Trueloque and chase them to the gold mine by accident. Because that can happen. You can lure your opponent to see things you actually don't want to show him. But now he's just going back. He's gonna try to defend against the Centaurs, or is he just gonna stay in the middle? It looks like he's going back.
Well,
and there's Rhea. Is he gonna go straight mythic? What are his resources? He has everything he needs. He can go straight mythic right here.
Maybe even into a Titan.
And he is. He's going all in on the market. 4 citizens building it. And the market is complete. And are we seeing it? What is he going to do?
Atlas. There we go.
There we go. So he has a big army. He has Behemoth. And Implode is coming in. At this point, all I would do as Cronus is be careful, because he can wipe out the entire army with Implode. So it's actually to his benefit to not trade, because by trading he removes population and Trueloque might not even be able to field it back up, so he kind of lowers his own value. But he wins the fight quite convincingly anyways, so maybe this is working out for him.
Yeah, it might bait more units into this area though, including the Centaurs. Like imagine if the Centaurs are getting picked off. Holy.
Oh.
They killed some
citizens are also dying. So 2 citizens died. This is not a trade that happened for free.
No.
And I would say 2 cents for 2 citizens is still a good trade. It does not look that nice maybe, but citizens are expensive.
Yeah, especially when it comes to time. It's just takes forever to get them back. But anyway, with NoAtlantis going back in here and luring the Centaurs in, that could be the mother of all implodes once again.
Maybe Trueloque is gonna sense something, because he's just running forward, not fighting back. Maybe he's gonna sense that he's being lured. This is very dangerous.
The Centaurs are smelling it, and
he's luring him all the way to the TC. And he actually pulled it off.
Yeah, these villagers are not gonna run away. Maybe the ones on the right might, but everything else is getting locked in.
This was surprisingly well played by Atlantis.
Oh, that does not help. That does not fix it.
Timeout. He's asking for a timeout.
It does fix his forward town center though, but at the same time, it's did massive damage. Nothing he can't repair though.
It's not a bad ceasefire. He's gonna protect his villages.
He lost a lot, but he still has 66. And this also allows actually NoAtlantis to grab his forward TC. But does he have enough resources behind this?
After all this, Trueloque is up in population.
True.
So, I'm going back to what I said earlier, before the implode. He traded his army, and imagine he had used implode on the army and then flooded in afterwards. Trueloque would have had nothing to defend. True, he would have had ceasefire, but still, it would have looked very differently from how it did now. And all these Centaurs are forced to leave. One immediately dies. The Argus is menacingly following.
It's terrifying.
It's way too slow to ever do anything, but if it reaches. And he kills the cow! That's brutal. So what are we going to see right here?
I think it's just a repeat of the last game, except Atlantis in a little bit of a better position. But if just Hoplites right-click these town centers, I'm actually not sure that Atlantis can do much about it.
Yeah, this TC is going down. Nothing to be done about it. And Trueloque is on 0 food, 2,000 gold.
Yeah, he's gonna make his last villager because he's reaching the limit right now. So.
Yeah, he's on 80 right now. He's gonna advance soon, I hope.
Yeah, the food
So
can no
what
longer
is
go
going
into
to be
that.
Atlantis' plan? He's on 1 TC, low population. He has a lot of resources, but there are so many hoplites right here.
And it's
And
all
they're just-
Terma, like even if you kite perfectly,
Yeah,
their
and-
speeds are a little too similar.
Do you see what Trueloque is doing? He's pulling villages. He's going in. This TC,
Oh yeah,
he wants it.
good, because he can definitely secure it, you know, he can even make a fortress
Actually-
in Atlantis' face if he wants. All of
Now that
is
someone pointed
possible.
out, Atlantis imploded himself again. Last
Technically,
time he imploded the citizens, and this time he imploded his own army. To be fair, it was a bait,
yes.
but it is true, he imploded himself yet again.
We don't encourage
yeah, to be
self-harm
fair-
here.
He had only a few units left, so he did not really hurt himself much.
Hey, we got Fanatics, it's my favorite unit.
Where is it?
From the palace is being made, yeah.
Nice.
But we don't
Hey.
have Arcus, which is like such a great addition to this actually. You know, the hoplites can only do so much against range units, especially if there's a meat shield.
And we are close to Apollo now. 70%.
Yeah, Trueloque will be working on the market, no doubt, and then can immediately jump into Mythic.
Yeah, he
Shouldn't
has
be a problem
everything
at all.
he needs. 3,000 gold. At this point, Atlantis might just resign. There's nothing that he can really do.
No, he just
It's
doesn't have
photo
enough.
won't be
It's all Turma, it's terrible. Like,
Yeah, he
No.
really doesn't have any defense against this.
I'm almost gonna say just delete the Turma. Not even kidding. Like, go
Yeah,
watch a DM game. You'll see.
yeah. Sometimes you just want to throw your units away.
Exactly.
But it's always
Because
better
if he
you can get
had
some
Fnatic Arcus Fire Siphon, this would be such a different game. This TC could technically be killed, but you're sitting on like, what is this? 40 population, almost 40.
value.
Like,
Hit phases is started.
yeah, it's like 35 population of useless units. So nice.
What I would do with these units is always just send them straight into the eco.
Exactly.
They're still
That's just,
effective against villages, and they're gonna at least not die completely for free. And a trader. But this Manticore is not gonna like being on this side.
oh my god, the hoplites are going after the Turma. They're in formation speed, so the Myrmidon slowed them down too much. Got a lot of hits in.
And
Fortress
the
coming
fortress is coming up. This TC is not gonna be in danger anytime soon. This entire position is gonna be untouchable.
It's mega secure, and there's the Fire Siphon finally, but against so many hoplites, what are you gonna do with it? You
And
need the
even
Fnatic
worse,
frontline.
the second gold mine for Atlantis just ran out, and look where his
No.
next option is.
Right, fine,
It's not
Trueloque.
existed.
I think he's gonna go to where the Turma is and hope to slip
Yeah.
past. But does Trueloque actually see this? No, just about
No.
no. He didn't get signal fires this time, see? That's the problem. Last game he got it, and he would have seen this.
I don't think you'll see it though. Like,
No. They're sneaking past. Absolute ninjas.
Yeah, they'll be gathering there to the end of the game.
But yeah, here is Hephaestus, and
And there's game.
there's game.
I am not surprised.
Yes.
Alright, well, good games. Good series.
So what's the standings after this?
After this, Trueloque moves on. That's 2-1. And we will be following Trueloque as he goes into this next series. We will find out in a moment who that is. Just quickly tabbing through the score here. But yeah, he played this one pretty well, I want to say.
It turned out quite interesting.